How's it going, fight fans? SportsTube here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about UFC 207 taking place on Friday, December 30th, 2016. It's going to be the last pay-per-view event of the calendar year for the UFC, and since the day after that's going to be New Year's Eve, they're having it on Friday, and they're ending off the year with a bang. Ronda Rousey's return fight to fight the current Brazilian bantamweight champion Amanda Nunes. I'm going to be giving you guys my predictions on that fight. There are a couple other fights on the card as well. Dominic Cruz is fighting. TJ Dillashaw is also fighting, but I don't know much about their opponents, so I'm not going to give you my predictions for those fights. I'm just going to give you the prediction for the big main event, the fight that everybody wants to see, Ronda Rousey and Amanda Nunes. So let's get into it. To start off with, Ronda Rousey is a little bit shorter, and she's at a reach disadvantage to Amanda Nunes, but she does have a professional MMA career that is 12 wins, 1 loss, compared to Nunes' 13 wins and 4 losses. They weigh the same, but Amanda Nunes is 1 inch taller, and as I said, she has a 69-inch reach compared to Ronda Rousey's 68, and her leg reach is 3 inches higher, 41 to 38, so she has an advantage there. In order for Nunes to win this fight, I think she needs to go out there quickly within the first and second round and just try to beat Ronda Rousey standing up and striking. She has the reach, she has precise punches, and she has very powerful punches, as you saw against Miesha Tate when she busted up her face and completely dominated her in the stand-up position and even on the ground when she submitted her. Ronda Rousey in her last fight, even though she likes to talk about how she has really good striking, her striking wasn't very good against a boxer like Holly Holm. Holly Holm's strikes were precise, not as powerful as Nunes's, but very accurate, and Ronda Rousey did not have an answer for that. And Holly Holm has a reach advantage on Ronda Rousey as well. So she had to get into the pocket to try to hit Holly Holm, and every time she went into the pocket, Holly Holm would just completely decimate her. I think if she goes into the pocket against Amanda Nunes and tries to strike with her, I think Amanda Nunes is a better striker. She's sharper, she's more committed and focused to fighting, and she's been working at this for her entire life. Ronda Rousey, she wants to go out and she wants to do acting and she wants to get into showbiz and all that stuff. Amanda Nunes is dedicated to the UFC and to fighting and to defending her championship belt. So I feel that she's more focused, she's in a better mental state than Ronda Rousey, especially when she lost her last fight and she took that long break, that long hiatus off of UFC. So I feel that Amanda Nunes is in a better mental state. I feel that Amanda Nunes also has the advantage in the stand-up striking position. I think she's a better striker, as you saw against Miesha Tate. Precise, powerful. Ronda Rousey, she does work on her striking quite a bit. She is a good striker, but she showed flaws in her last fight against Holly Holm, and really she got exposed. And since she's been off for such a long time, you have to think that ring rust has been developing in her since she left and she went to showbiz. She wasn't really training to fight. She let go of herself. She got really fat. Now she's in good shape, but she hasn't been in a competitive MMA fight since she lost to Holly Holm. So you gotta wonder, with all the distractions going on in her head, you know, all this time off, doing movies, late night shows, all these things, if she's really dedicated to fighting anymore, and if she really wants to do it. And at the end of the day, mentally, if you're not prepared mentally, no matter how physically prepared you are, if you're not there mentally, you're not going to win the fight. So I think, me personally, I think Amanda Nunes is going to win this fight. If it's 1 or 2 rounds long, Amanda Nunes will win. If she allows time for Ronda Rousey to get acclimated and comfortable back in the octagon and kind of wash away that rust, then I think slowly Ronda Rousey's going to get into it in the later round. She's going to start dominating. But I think if Amanda Nunes can go out there, make her statement, push Ronda Rousey, push forward, and try to keep the fight standing up and use her striking and her reach to her advantage, I think Amanda Nunes will win, and I think that's what's going to happen. So I am predicting for Amanda Nunes to win this fight. Now, another thing that I want to talk about before I end this video off is Dana White always likes to claim how Ronda Rousey's a bigger star than Conor McGregor. Well, Rousey, here's your chance. If you break the gate, if you break the pay-per-view records, I'll admit it, you're a bigger star than Conor McGregor. I don't think that's going to happen, but let's see what happens. I'd like to know what happens with the gate and the pay-per-view events, the pay-per-view buys. That's going to be really intriguing and interesting to me. I want accurate numbers because I know Dana White lies all the time about that kind of stuff, but that's also going to be interesting to figure out what's going on there. So that's pretty much it for this one. I'm picking Amanda Nunes in this one. She's going to defend her title, she's going to retain her title, and then Ronda Rousey's probably going to retire. I don't think she's dedicated or committed to fighting anymore. I think she's past her prime and she needs to move on now to do whatever else she wants to do. She wants to get into acting even though she's a horrible actor, but that's a whole nother video. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what your predictions are. Share this video around. Get me some exposure. Let's see if we can try to hit at least 5 likes on this video. 3 likes, please. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.